When tragedy struck, my guest made it her mission, her life's work, to ensure another family wouldn't have to suffer. Let's welcome Morgan Kaiser, small boating safety advocate and founder of Safe the Lake. We also want to welcome Morgan's mom, Sean Kaiser, pharmacist and boating safety advocate. Ladies, we're glad that you're here with us.
Thank you.
And this is your mission. This is something that is a passion of yours. If you can please tell our audience what spurred all of this.
Yeah, so on September 21st, 2019, I was on the boat with my parents and we were run over by another boat. My dad was killed in front of me. He was sliced apart. It was terrible.
It must have been incredibly devastating. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your husband's loss, Sean. You lost your leg in the process.
Yeah.
And
apparently pushed me out of the way.
Yes, yes. And so it's been very difficult for you. I mean, this has been a process. This only happened back in 2019. It's 2023 now. Why do you think this happened to you? I mean, this seems like it's not a rare occurrence.
No, boating crashes happen all the time. A 15-year-old child just died 2 weekends ago on Friday.
And so what is your mission? Because with this bill that's been authored, Senate Bill 96, and the House bill as well, we're getting somewhere with this, but what are you trying to push in the legislature?
Just boating safety education, mandatory boating safety education. We're the only state in the Southeast that doesn't already have this bill or something stronger. I think, we have driver's licenses for cars. We should have licenses for boating as well.
It blows my mind. When you told me this the first time, when we first met in Columbia, I was shocked to learn. I don't own a boat. I've never driven a boat myself. I did not know that you don't need a license.
Only our children need licenses right now. No adults need licenses. It's crazy. It's like the wild, wild west out there.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we didn't have this bill already. And I can't believe how hard it's been to get this bill passed through the legislation.
You're running into a couple of roadblocks. Can you talk a little bit about that?
There are a few representatives that don't want this passed. They think it's going to take away their liberties and their freedoms. But actually, this is giving you freedom. It's giving you the freedom to know what you're doing on the waterways. So if you're in a situation where you're about to crash into somebody, you know which way to go to get out of the way so you don't accidentally cause a crash. And it's protecting your family, your children, so they can come home. Nobody wants to lose their father. I don't want to hold my father for an hour. His dead body, my mom bleeding out with my dress tied around her leg as a tourniquet so she wouldn't die. I mean, nobody deserves that. So this education is giving you the freedom to know what you're doing so that your loved ones can come home safe.
And the freedom of peace of mind.
Right.
It seems like a very common sense law.
Doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah,
It really truly does. What do you think of your daughter's work? Because she's there every single day at the state capitol.
Proud of her.
You must be.
Yes, she is.
No, this is not me doing this work. I can't take credit for this. She's sitting behind the computer screen and she is doing all of the work. I've done nothing. When I was doing it on my own, I got nowhere. Nobody listened to anything. And then this year, a lot of people came on and she got her friends on board, like women's groups. Women's groups are amazing. And they came on board and now finally they're listening at the State House. And it's almost passed through, but they filibustered it on Thursday. Representative Philip Lowe filibustered it, and he said, when cute young ladies come down to the State House with tragic stories about their loved ones dying on waterways or on boats, the legislation falls into line. This is my story, my mom's and my story, but we're not the only ones fighting for this legislation. I have a reason to, because my mom lost her leg, and I cannot fathom the idea of her sitting at home with her lost leg, putting the leg on every day, being reminded that she lost my father and not having a purpose. Like, I want everyone to know that she is saving lives, and that's why I can go up to the State House every day, because I have a real.
But you've also had a lot of support. So even though you've had a couple of naysayers, you've had a lot of backing in both the Senate and the House.
Oh yeah.
So that's wonderful news.
Majority is all for it. The Senate, it's gone to the Senate. The majority of the legislation is for it. I think it's only about 8.
Yeah.
Eight people.
Where do we go from here? What's the next step?
Well, they're trying to filibuster it, even though it's already passed through conference committee, and the senators, Senator Campson from Charleston, he's the sponsor, and Senator Tom Davis from Beaufort, and just so many good people. Actually, Kempson is also from Charleston,
Marlon Kempson.
And there's tons of amazing representatives. I don't want to try to name them all because they're just so great.
It's a lot of names, but are we looking at potentially seeing a breakthrough towards maybe in the next session?
No, I think it should go through this year. If they don't keep filibustering it, the abortion bill is right now. So
Yeah.
they tried to use it as a tool to not get the abortion bill heard yesterday. So they pushed it till next Tuesday to be heard.
For people who want to learn more information, who want to help support you, where should they go?
Save the Lake. We have a Facebook group where we try to get people to come and spread the word about safe boating.
Yeah.
And
Share their
And you're
experiences.
going to, absolutely, you're going to follow up with us.
SAFE.
SAFE, so Safe the Lake.
Yeah,
Ladies, I want
it's
to
really
thank you.
safe all the waterways.
Absolutely,
Not
ladies.
necessarily.
Thank you so much, and thank you for championing this effort. I know it's been a lot of work, a lot of tireless work, but you're doing marvelously.
It's so
Thank you
hard.
both so much.
Thank you.
thank you so much.
We're back after this.